Lagos, Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, up to 255 Tanzania. I'm with Kevin Pam. Ananiambia nimuite Kevin not Kelvin kwa sababu Kelvin ni wakishiwa sana. Mmoja kati ya comedians ambao walipata nafasi ya kuperform leo hapa Talatala katika usiku wa kipekee kabisa wa Comedy Capital ya kwake mkali TID Mnyama all the way kutokea Dar es Salaam ambaye ameamua kuhamisha kambi Dodoma ili aje kuwafundisha watoto dogo namna ya kufanya comedy. So far so good. How do you feel being here in Dodoma?
It's an amazing feeling. Dodoma is beautiful. The experience from the train down here has been an amazing experience, and Dodoma is a calm town. I wish I could live here. That's all I can say.
Oh my God, so it's your first time being here?
My third time actually, but the first time I'm coming to do an event. It's my first performance outside Dar es Salaam within Tanzania.
Anyway, let's talk about new talents, especially in East Africa and African comedy. So, comparing to the talent that you've witnessed here today, so what is your comment?
Yeah, I think it's an amazing thing that is going on because the new comedians need platforms like this so they can showcase what they have. Because if they don't have a platform, they can't build themselves. That's why in Dar es Salaam you find out that we have Punchline, we have other comedy rooms. But Punchline is a comedy room that builds these comedians, teaches them how to, present themselves, how to even create the jokes and create the interaction on stage. So this platform is amazing, and I believe it will take people very far, and it should just continue and not stop.
Okay, comparing to Tanzanian comedies and Nigeria, what is the difference between those platforms?
There's a huge difference. It's like Nollywood. Nollywood is very far. It's like number 3. Nigerian comedy is like almost number 1 in the world right now because Nigerian comedians, skit makers, all those TikTokers, Nigeria is just a country filled with humor. So Nigeria picked it up a long time ago. Our lifestyle is funny in itself. You don't even have to say much. Just talk about Nigeria, read about Nigerians. It's just a funny thing. So I believe Nigeria has gone so far, but they've created a model for Africa, created a model for the world. So understudying Nigerian industry would help Tanzanian comedy industry and even the comics too, trying to understand that, to give them that international ambience as well. So I believe it's a way to go. It's an amazing platform and should continue.
Anyway, here in Tanzania, there are different kind of stand-up comedians, especially Generation Z. So what's the most thing that you hate from Generation Z comedians?
Generation Z comedians, I think the topics that they talk about and what they choose to spend their energy doing skits about, because now it's mainly skits. Some can't stand in front of the crowd and say things. I think they should build that too, because there will come a time that you can't do all the skits again. It will take longer. Being a stand-up comedian gives you a bigger canvas because you can perform in front of few people, a lot of people, weddings, whatever it is. But if you are so used to the skit and you can only create in a certain way, it limits you. So I think they're mainly limited to certain areas. It's good to be good in one thing, but then if you can be more versatile, it's better for you. So that's my issue with them. They should be more versatile and be open to even things of the old that they consider old school.
So what's your word for them, like advice for what they can do so as they can grow big as you?
Gen Z, I think what they should do is to just keep building themselves and look beyond just the basic trend, because trends come and go, but there are certain things, certain aspects of comedy that stay. Like people who get married every day till the end of the world. So if you're a wedding MC, companies will do businesses, they will do shows, they will do seminars, they will do conferences. So if you're a corporate MC and a comedian as well, it builds you, so you get gigs in that light. So, like I said, being versatile. So if they're going to build themselves, they should consider the bigger canvas, not just the skit or TikTok or stay in TikTok. If today TikTok shuts down, a lot of celebrities will go. TikTok celebrities will go. It's like the same thing with other social media platforms. So you can look outward and see how you can survive with or without social media. You are the same funny person. Like me, I crack jokes. My friends, when they meet me personally, they don't have to pay me to perform. I just make them laugh. So it's a non-stop lifestyle. So if you create that as your lifestyle, it's the best thing.
Okay, Kevin, imagine Madam President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan saw what you did today here and she invites you at the State House. What will you do there?
Abba, the day I see Mama, Abba, she will adopt me as her first son. Because every time she sees me, she just laugh. I have that charm, and I believe that one day I'll meet her. Because I've met His Excellency Kikwete, and he was so impressed at my jokes. He even stopped and asked me, do you know Swahili now? I said, yeah, najua kidogo kidogo and all that. You know, so I mean, I'm looking forward to the bigger picture. So if Mama calls me, I'm gonna give her some Mama jokes, and she's gonna be happy.
Oh my God. Anyway, back to Nigeria. Have you ever get a chance to perform in front of any big or any leader that is in there?
I've performed in front of a lot of people. I've performed in front of kings. At some point, I performed in front of the Mswati of Swaziland.
Seriously?
He was so impressed. He gave me his card and asked me to call him. He came with his wives, some of his wives. He was dressed in all this regalia. He was so impressed. In South Africa, then I was a big superstar. I didn't get in touch with him. But then, yeah, I performed in front of big names. I performed in front of kings, even back in Nigeria, emirs. I've done a lot of weddings. I've done a lot of seminars and corporate events. So, yeah, I've met a lot of people.
So, if I want you to come at my show and perform, what's your price?
You want me to say it here? Won't you DM me? DM me. My management, my people will get in touch with your people.
So,
it's flexible. It's something, I do it for the passion, first of all. But the money is an addition, is like the icing on the cake. So if the money don't come, it doesn't mean I'm going out of it. So I'll still do it. Because like today, I enjoyed connecting with, first of all, my old friend TID. Second of all, Talatala is my first time, you know. So I mean, it's a nice way to connect with Dodoma. At least now there are a few people in Dodoma that say they've seen me perform. I'll say I performed in Dodoma. Tomorrow is going to be a bigger show. It's going to be a better performance. It's going to be more, you know, material. So I mean, that's what it is. So if you want to call me for a show, just call me. Don't worry. We will settle. According to Nigerians, we will settle.